I'm going to read you the story, The Cajun Night Before Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house they don't a thing pass, not even a mouse. Them children been nestled, good snug on the floor, and Mama passed the pepper through the crack on the door. Then Mama in the fireplace done roast up the ham, stir up the gumbo, and bake the yam. Then out on the bayou, they got such a clatter, it sound like old Boudreaux done fall off his ladder. I run like a rabbit to get to the door, trip over the dog, and fall on the floor. As I look out the door in the light of the moon, I think, man, you crazy, or got old too soon. 'Cause there in the bayou, when I stretch my neck stiff, there's 8 alligator pulling a skiff, and a little fat drover with a long pulling stick. I know right away it got to be old Saint Nick. More faster and faster, the gator they came, he whistled and holler and called them by name. Ha Gaston, ha Thibaud, ha Pierre Assis, G Nanette, G Suzette, Celeste Renee. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, make crawl, alligator, and be sure you don't fall. Like Tonflo's cat, through the treetop he fly, when the big old hound dog come and run himself by. Like that up the porch, them gay old gator climb, with a scoop full of toy, and St. Nicholas behind. Then on top of the porch roof, it sounded like the hail, when all them big gators done sat down them tail. Then down the chimney, I yell with a bam, and St. Nicholas fall and sit on the yam. Sacre, he exclaimed, my pant got a hole. I done sat myself on them red hot coal. He got on his foot and jumped like a cat out to the floor where he landed with a splat. He was dressed in muskrat from his head to his foot, and his clothes was all dirty with ashes and soot. A sack full of plaything he threw on his back. He looked like a burglar, and that's for a fact. His eyes, how they shine, his dimples, how merry. Maybe he drank the wine from blackberry. His cheek was like rose, his nose like a cherry. On second thought, maybe he laughed up the sherry. With snow white chin whisker and quivering belly, he shook when he laughed like the strawberry jelly. But a wink in his eye and a shook of his head make my confidence that I don't got to be scared. He don't do no talking, he going straight to his work, with plaything and sock, then turn with a jerk. He put both his hands there on top of his head, cast an eye on the chimney, and then he done said, with all that fire and them burning hot flame, maybe I ain't going back by the way that I came. So he run out the door and he climbed to the roof. He ain't no fool him to make one more goof. He jump in his skiff and crack his big whip. Them gator move down and don't make one slip. And I hear him shout loud as a splashing he go. Merry Christmas to all, till I see y'all some more. D.